Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. It's for Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you are a cross watcher, then you're also welcome here. And I'm the Finnish Whitewitch. My name is Linda, and I'm really happy that you are with me here today to look at this reading. I don't have any cards in front of me except two that will be advice in the end of the reading, but I had really much visions about this reading, so I will share them with you. But first of all, I was thinking about this reading will not be for everybody, so I have this vision when I do readings that even if I know that it will resonate with lesser people, it's okay if it is good advice and something that my angels and the divine really needs to share with somebody. And what I also get from this, that you might have something that you would like to do, but your consciousness stops you because you feel it might be somebody that says something to you. It might be that you are treated bad in a situation, but something stops you from to try to gain something from the situation, and you do, perhaps you are just quiet or you get away from the situation. But what I also had with this reading, it started on the weekend. I was in bed and it was quite early, and the cat came up on the bed and he tried to snuggle with me, but I want to sleep, it's still early. And then he laid down as a spoon behind me. He was the big spoon and I was the little spoon. And with this I had this energy that, you know, it seemed to be right, something, but if you look closer there are faults, and this was what I had with this reading, that it's something really big that have happened with some of the Gemini, and it's a hard situation for them. And I see when this Gemini sits inside this cave, and when he or she looks up, you see dragons fly over this cave, but the Gemini is afraid and don't want to get closer because the dragons can eat her. But if you dare to go closer, you see it's only shadows, it's not real dragons. And with this I get this energy that what has happened is something that has accumulated over a really long time. And if you climb to the top, you also see the horizon and the sun that settles, and a really beautiful view. So I also did hear this pick it up and run. So the angels don't want you to stay in this feeling. I also had so many visions. I had this vision, I was sitting inside of that cave, and I had words, and I try to draw dots between them like you do in school sometimes, but I couldn't, because many of these thoughts and feelings, they were connected to things that had happened in the past, so they weren't aligned with each other, and then it's hard to connect them. You can't do it because they're not a match. I also had this vision. It was a round room, and this Gemini got into the middle of the room, and it was a familiar room, and the Gemini walked, I will show you, I can't explain, like this, round and round and round and round and round and round and round in that room. And the Gemini knew all about the walls and everything, and all the nails and scratches on the wall and paintings and everything. But what Gemini had missed was this pillar that was on the backside of the Gemini. So even if she or he went around, she or he couldn't see this pillar. And with this I had an energy and a vision that I saw myself and my son. He has difficult asthma, and sometimes it gets really bad and we have to send him to the hospital with ambulance. And when he has better periods, I'm allowed to talk about this. He's really a truth seeker himself, and when he has these better periods, he can do something or want to go somewhere or something. And you know that as a mother, I'm scared. I don't want him to go there and then he gets sick, or you know. But then he used to tell me, but mom, I only want to live my life while I'm alive. And I was thinking about Gemini. That is a sign that is very, they are good at analyzing things. And sometimes when they get into this room, many times in a group, I don't judge or say it is like this, but often I have had this feeling in a group that it is a person with a narcissistic traits that is the leader of the group and tells other people what they should do and how they should think and how they should act. And many times we agree to do it because it gains us. But I see this Gemini that if they don't feel it's the right thing to do, then they're not gonna do it. Even if they feel, oh, I can have this gain of acting in this way. If they feel that, no, I don't do that, they don't let the emotion or something steer them. But in this situation, I also have this vision that if it is another person that is connected to this, it might feel that the Gemini feels that, but I have thought so much about you and the situation. But as I see it in my vision is that, yeah, you have thought really much about this situation, but you haven't really thought about the other person. You have not thought about how the other person feels in this situation and how he or she has had it, or you are so focused on the situation, you miss the pillar. So sometimes you have this right or wrong, and many times we follow that right, but sometimes it is this middle way, and yeah, I know that is right and that is wrong, but I will as you know, as I told you about my son, yeah, it might not be right or wrong, but he has he must do his own choices and live his life the way he wants to do. And you might have this, you can't follow the right or wrong, you have to follow your heart in this situation to get out of this, because it might be that this other person have felt that you just want to have right in this situation, and you don't really see the other person, or I don't really know it. I just had these visions, and I picked them together. But let's look at these cards. It's the Empress and the Nine of Swords. And with her dress, I also was thinking about that it's something that comes from many generations back, and it might be this thing that the right and wrongs you have taught from your family and earlier generations, that sometimes you need to follow your own heart and don't follow your head all of the times. You have to find this softer way to do things. And with this spider, I was also thinking about the son I was talking about. And when I had kids, I decided I wouldn't let my kids know about what I was afraid of, and I was really afraid of spiders. And my son was 1 year old, and we met the first spider, and I was, oh look, here's a spider, and I talked something else about it, and my son looked at the spider, and then he looked at me and the spider and back to me, and I could see in his face that he didn't believe me. He knew that I was afraid for spiders. So I'm also thinking about let's see if I can pick up the cards. When she got this dress, and it's the spiders here, it's quite a opposite feeling between these cards. And I was thinking about the mask and the face we want to show other people, and sometimes they get things from us that we don't want to share about ourselves. And I'm also thinking about if it happens an emergency situation or something happened, and suddenly we find traits and personally traits that we didn't even know that we had, just because this bad situation makes us pick up things we don't know that we have. And many times it's quite hard to know ourselves in some situation, then we know how we act in some situation, but we are really a mystery to ourselves. It's not so easy to know ourselves, and the more time you get to try to solve the mystery of yourself, and why you think the way you think, or why you feel the way you feel, or why you do the things you do, the easier it is to know other persons, because in others we see ourselves sometimes, and then we know why they do the things they do. And I also had this vision when we have really difficult thoughts and feelings. Many times we try to drown them in addictions or something, the things that we might need that to let us escape the feelings. But I have this vision when the thoughts and feelings have these things that kids have on, so they float. And the angels also want you to know that the way to make these thoughts and feelings move is when you pick them up and you look at them, like a mountain, and there is a river that takes away small rocks and it forms in another shape. And that's the same way thoughts and feelings that we have on our inside that make them move. We need to pick them up, because when we look at them, we might have this vision that, oh, I have been looking at that from the wrong view for so long, and then it start to change of itself. But this was all for now. Thank you very much for looking at this reading, and I hope you found something useful. I will do a new reading in November, or the last days of October for November. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and follow if you liked my video, and I see you in the next reading. Have a really nice day. Thank you.